Okay, so my kid's screaming in the background on the swing. So I've got to do this quickly because he's asked me to get him more chicken nuggets. So I've got to, that's um, impending. I can't think of the right word. He's not. Well, now he comes running over here. So I'm going to see if I can do this with him. Okay, so we're outside and I've got the cards laid out in front of me. Okay, so this sort of feels like a okay, like if you're reading a book and you're on to the next chapter, or like you've turned the page, it's giving that kind of energy from like kind of piggybacking off the last one I did. So because we have this Two of Wands guy was one of our first cards out again. So I'm getting a lot of like this. Okay, first of all, the Two of Wands was paired with this Nine of Cups, so that's kind of like there's like this general like Two of Wands is the positioning right now, where like the universe is like where the universe has you. It's like it's also kind of mirroring this Two of Pentacles to me in the sense of like not quite temperance, but like the same sort of idea that it's like you're trying to balance. It could be like, but you know, like both worlds, both dual like energies, like you're kind of trying to hold yourself in this in-between space, but yet you're in this Nine of Cups of like you're at a place of peace with it, like you have found like a rhythm with it. Yeah, they kept drawing me because there's several wands out here. So they kept drawing me to the wands, which is fire. So it's something there where it's like, you have some sort of understanding about your fire, your creative energy is either like something that you have that's very valuable, that's very powerful, and also that you're gonna need that going forward. Like there's something kind of tied in with like your sacral and your sexual your life force, like it's something about that where it's like that's your manifestation power. So you're trying to kind of keep yourself in this Nine of Cups, Two of Wands balance. Okay, because there's like a feeling of, there's sort of this background feeling of burnout and over kind of like betrayals that have happened and heartache. So it could have been that with some karmic situations closing off, that, you know, people from the past giving you a hard time, or just it's stressing you out. It could have just been kind of exhaustive. And we have like this page of wands up here at the top. It's sort of is overturned, so it's kind of giving that's like an adversary, like that's an energy, that's a person that's trying to get under your skin, kind of, because they know like you like that position. You want to like you want to be in this Two of Wands. You want to be in this upright position with your wand in hand. We're talking walking sticks here, okay? Damn it, I swear. You know, with your firepower, you're like so they're trying to pull at this, like this making you feel like you can't have freedom or something, but you're kind of, yeah, okay, they're giving that, like, because we have the Seven of Cups next to it, so it's kind of putting you in that a restlessness. It's giving you a restlessness of like maybe Seven of Cups is like a like for me a fallback is like, and I think it's a desire for control, is that I'll go into overthinking spirals, but it's been such a habit because I used to talk in circles with my mom, and like I don't know who else there would have been in my life that I did that with, because I love to talk about it. I love to spitball with people. So, but I had to realize later that was actually like a thing that was developing this bad habit where that's a coping mechanism now that I fall into, but it just is a waste of energy. It's a waste of mental power. It puts you in disillusionment and stuff. So there's something there where it's like that maybe gives you, I think they're giving like it gives you a sense of freedom to feel like you have a lot of options, but The Seven of Cups is confusion. So it's like, it's not a space where it's like, because the guy has his hand over his head like he's frustrated. So it's sort of like, it's that dual nature of like, it gives you a sense of freedom, but at the same time, it's caught in the mind. So there's something there about like getting into your creative energy and getting back into your body and like using that firepower. Because we've got very strong emotional control. We've got King of Cups and this Nine of Cups on the board upright. So it's very strong emotional control. It's very beautiful. There is a lack of trust in your intuition, because I think that for this read, as a very mental person, I'm very much that way too. I've had to be checked on that, because it's a lot of learning how to let go of the mind and drop back into the body. But I love using the mind. So, but for those of us who are like overthinkers and stuff, it's like we have to keep letting the mind go. So, they're even giving intrusive thoughts. So yeah, on that Seven of Cups. So I'm getting like getting into that fire energy for this person. It's like, that's a very, what is the grounding they're giving, like a ground, even though it's fiery. It's like, I have to go he's going over to the neighbor's yard. That's a very, a grounded energy for you when you're able to use, I'm not going to say it again, your wand power, your fire power. Yeah, because we have wish fulfillment under the bottom, and there's all of this tension behind it. That was the other thing, and I'm going to finish it up here, is that like all of that tension that was around you has now shifted to like it's behind you now, because you found this emotional contentment in this in between. So yeah, that's all I got for that one. I got to get back to this kid. All right, love you guys.